Hello, good day, and this is my presentation for cultural appropriation. As you notice, I put up the exact definition of what cultural appropriation is from Wikipedia. But in my own words, cultural appropriation is taking something from another person's culture and using it, for popularity or money or just for your own advantage, and not truly understanding, why it is so significant to that person's culture. An example I see so often is people, wearing things which have cultural significance to another person's, and just using it because it looks nice, not really knowing what was the history behind it, or people going to rituals or ceremonies of another person's culture and posting it on social media, not truly knowing the significance, but using it to get attention or fame or likes off social media. And here are a few examples. I'm here specifically to talk about the biggest element in my culture, which is the Filipino culture from the Philippines, that has been appropriated the most. And I feel like it is in the aspects of fashion and the textiles, the people in my country make. Um, Philippine history is very deep because of how many countries colonized us, including Spain, the US, Japan. Our entire history is almost based on the mix of other cultures who have colonized us and changed our way of living. The textiles were a big part of our culture because it was always there even before we were colonized. We wear them for special occasions like marriage. In the old days, it was made for certain rituals. An example would be in the early 1500s, the color combination of the textiles were based of nature. They were made from leaves, trees, and mud, and a symbol of a python was placed on the shoulder of the textiles to thank the god who disguised himself as a snake and blessed the land in the Philippines. And that's a big reason why the textiles are sacred. And I feel like not a lot of people understand. The main culture who appropriated the element were the Spaniards in the early 1600s when they were colonizing us. They used what was a big part of our culture back in the days for the purposes of making revenue for themselves. Embroidery in Spain was promoted to the upper class and the demand was very high. Spain, in my opinion, took out the culture and the beauty of what the textiles were made from and used it for commercialization. The original cultures who were upset at that time were the Filipinos in the southern islands, which is Mindanao, who also had a deep connection with the textiles. But even deeper was religion. I know I'm kind of getting off topic on the subject of the appropriation, but just a backstory. The southern part of the Philippines are their religion is Muslim, and Spain tried to convert them into Catholicism, and like they have with the northern part of the Philippines called Luzon. The Filipinos did not take that lightly in Mindanao and fought back in endless local wars with the Spaniards. It upsets our culture because they took away not only our embroidery, but our culture as well. And now our generation, I feel like, does not have a clear history of what we truly are. So let's go into a different topic, which is cultural appreciation, which goes to show not everyone is in the cultural appropriation side, but definitely other cultures appreciate the Filipino culture. The main example I would look into would be Justin Trudeau wearing the Barong Tagalog in Taste of Manila a couple years ago when I was there. He knows a lot about our culture and is very appreciative of us here in Canada. He always said that, we contribute a lot to that diversity, and that diversity is what makes Canada strong. So it goes to show, as long as used properly and understanding of what the history of what you're wearing, it converts to appreciation rather than appropriation. So that's the end of my presentation, and thank you for listening, and have a great day. So let's go into a different topic, which is cultural appreciation.